Without a shadow of a doubt, it's the Cronkite Show in social media history. I want to welcome you to another edition of the War Zone. This is a special edition. One of the moms from the four girls that murdered Melanie Lyons, she spoke today. Seemed like you had something on your chest. Well, I got something on my chest. And it's only right I get it off. Let's go do this, man. I'm riding solo right now. Say, man, I want to welcome you to a special edition of the War Zone and tell you thank you for tuning in. And I want to let you know you're the best audience in the world. There's no doubt about that. And without you guys, we realistically would not have a show. Normally, we're off on the weekends, but I just feel like coming in and speaking my piece right now on this issue. I'm gonna start off with a little news. We all know what's been going on down in Houston, Texas, with quarterback Deshaun Watson and him wanting to get the hell up out of Houston. And few people asked me to speak on it, so I'm gonna give you my honest opinion of it. I think Deshaun has been totally disrespected. A lot of people don't get it, but when you don't understand the disrespect that comes with being a black quarterback in the NFL, then you don't understand what Deshaun is going through. They've been disrespecting black quarterbacks for the last 60 years. Deshaun Watson has the right to ask about hires, trades, the same way that Tom Brady does, the same way that Ben Roethlisberger does, the same way that Aaron Rodgers does. So for those that feel like you got a bone up your ass because Deshaun wants to leave, I don't blame him. I don't blame him. First, you had an owner that said something about the inmates. Then you start getting rid of all the best players. I mean, he's a guy that goes out there and gives his heart every Sunday. And the way that they did it, I would want to leave too. So I hate to see him go. I'm not a Texan fan, but I will say this here that when it's all said and done, Houston can't never keep their stars anyway. All right. I am here because I've been getting ahead on my homework. I'm in college. I've been getting ahead because I got surgery Monday. And I'm sitting back on a break from doing multiple assignments, and I see a video come across from one of the girls that killed Melanie Lyons in Walmart. I see a video come across from her mother, and this video was like an atrocity to me. Now I know somewhere in there that you got wind of our show and you watched the comments that we made, and I want to let you know something. You're not the victim. You or your daughter or those other three girls are not the victim. You out here doing a GoFundMe to raise money. For what? To possibly get your daughter a good lawyer? Doesn't matter what you get. 5-star in the game now. So you're gonna need a hell of a lawyer by the time I finish picketing and protesting and the shit that I got to do. But you're not the victim. You're not the victim. You saying that you're a good parent, and in your eyes, you probably are. But in the eyes of being a good parent, and I'm not the best, you are not a good parent. You have some serious problems. From what I gather from what you said, you have 9 children. And out of those 9 children, you have 2 children that are dealing with murder charges. You did a little research on them. You have a son that's dealing with a murder charge, and now you got a daughter dealing with a murder charge. So you tell me, what day did you start being a good parent? Just because you can feed them don't mean you're a good parent. Just because you can feed them and put some nice clothes on them, buy them a PS5, does not make you a good parent. There was a breakdown. And you doing a GoFundMe and telling people about the tragic event, but on your GoFundMe page, you don't mention that your child was involved in a murder. You don't mention that. You're a good parent, right? What about the loss of Melanie to her family? Have you ever picked up the phone as a parent to call and give your condolences to that family? No, you didn't do that. That ain't the right thing to do in your world. See, you want everybody to feel sorry for you. You want everybody to feel sorry for you because you got to go to work every day and you got to provide for 9 children. That's your business that you had 9 kids. It's not our business. But it's our business when your children can't conduct themselves in a lawful manner. See, no matter how this goes, you get to see your child, no matter if it's behind the glass, no matter if she makes it home. Yes, D, this is about Lake Charles. No matter if she makes it home or what. These people have to bury their baby. They don't get to see her no more. They don't get to hug her no more. And you guys, I put Melanie's GoFundMe up. We made some progress, man. Y'all donate to the GoFundMe. I don't care if it's $1, $2, whatever you can give, so we can get this baby a good funeral. But now I'm listening to you talk. I'm watching you cry. Were you crying like that when you didn't take your child to the police department? Were you crying like that then? See, ma'am, let me explain something to you. And one day you may have the guts to want to sit down with the OG. I'm not, you know, it's not that I'm not approachable. I just don't bullshit. You're not a good parent. I'm sorry. You're not. You have some breakdowns. I feel the same way, Frederica. Frederica says people are crazy if they contribute to that GoFundMe because those girls went into the kitchen section and got a damn knife. They plan to use the weapon as a backup. Her ass. And that's exactly the way that I feel. Your daughter should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. And you should be too. You're responsible for that baby having to be buried. Let me ask you a question. Why is a 12-year-old out at that time of the night? See, that's your normal. You cool with a 12-year-old being out. Not with adult supervision, but at the movies by themselves, 12 years old. Then you have to call her and tell her to come home. You didn't even know what was going on. You had to threaten her that you were going to go out of town in order for her to come home. So what she do? She just walked the street all night? But you a good parent, right? But you ain't got to bury your child. No, baby, you a piss poor parent. You are a piss poor parent. And because of the fact that you won't own up to being a piss poor parent and you didn't try to get any, parental, guidance, help from anybody, your child attributed to somebody's death. I don't give a damn that she's 12 years old. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm just telling you. There's some cases where throw the book at their ass. I could give a damn and kill less. Ma'am, I'm going to fight because I want premeditated murder charges. I want premeditated murder charges. I also want those charges to be upgraded. Not second degree, first degree, because it was premeditated. I want you to think about the failure of the two kids that you have locked up in the locked up in the jail system right now. I want you to think about that. And I want you to think where you dropped the ball at. And I want you to realistically go and get some help. I want you to realistically go and get some help. See, because baby, this day and time where y'all think y'all being good parents because you could buy a PS5, and shit don't carry no weight to us old schoolers. And we didn't get to be old schoolers by being stupid. We were raised by strong parents. We were raised by strong parents. So no, don't nobody want to hear nothing about your sob story at this moment. I need prayer. Uplift me. I don't want to hear nothing about that. What I want to hear is that on sentencing day, that Melanie gets justice. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear that. I don't want to hear nothing about how hard it's been. It's been hard for all of us. If you want to lay up and have 9 motherfucking kids, then that's your business. Take care of your 9 motherfucking kids. Teach them conflict resolution. Teach them respect. But I don't give a damn how tough it's been. You don't think it was tough on Melanie's people? And now you got the audacity to have a motherfucking GoFundMe up. And actually, this woman's GoFundMe for her daughter that killed Melanie has more money in it than Melanie's GoFundMe. To all you suckers out there that donated to that shit, you don't have a problem with that child being dead. So guess what? Karma has a way of coming back to your ass too. I'm easy to locate. You can find me on Facebook. But I ain't gonna slug with you. I'm bigger than that. I was asked today if I would speak at Melanie's funeral. It would be an honor to speak at Queen Melanie's funeral. It would be an honor. Because realistically, I shouldn't have to go down there for that. I should be probably trying to introduce myself to the family and, watching Melanie go through high school and possibly attend her graduation. I shouldn't have to be going down there for that. And now you want to speak on God. There was not anything godly about a 15-year-old laying on a cold floor in a Walmart bleeding to death. Don't speak on God right now, young lady. You might need to go get you some talk to some pastors or something, but that wasn't godly. So if you don't live by these biblical laws, you will be judged by man-made laws. I'll put it on my page, Shannon. The thing is this that I want all of you to know is that when a child or anybody murders someone else, it's 2 people that actually die. It's 2 people that actually die. Y'all hold on. I'm trying to put the link on the video. Hold on. Here we go. It's 2 people that actually die. And the crazy part is your daughter's dead. Melanie's dead. She's dead. Members of the family gonna die right along with Melanie. But what I don't respect is that you have not picked up that phone as a parent. As a parent, hold on, y'all. Let me go get Melanie's GoFundMe. Somebody want me to put it on here. So I'm using my phone. So I'm going to my phone and I'm trying to get it real quick so I can put it on here. Hold on a second, y'all. Where is it? Where is it? Hold on a second, y'all. Just a second. And I'll put Melanie's GoFundMe up for y'all. Okay, there we go. There we go. Copy the link. Okay, here we go. I'm finna put Melanie's GoFundMe up for you guys. Paste. There you go. Uh, Multiple people die. And I agree with my man. Hold on, let me see who put that up there. With Marie Walker, not my man, but Marie Walker. Hurt people hurt people. See, we people think we have a gun problem in the United States of America. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. And in this case, knives don't kill people. People kill people. So no, you shouldn't be the one that thinks that they're gonna get some sympathy. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. No, that's not gonna happen. I don't believe that you deserve any sympathy. What I think is that when these cases happen, we need Deion Sam Jackson, very, 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 very connected. That's family, Melanie. You guys, please donate. I don't care what it is. I got 185 people on here right now. And if everybody donate $2, that's a lot of money. But if you donate more, donate more. We have to give this baby the best funeral that we've ever saw. I'm coming to speak at the funeral at the request of the family, and I shall not hold back. I shall not hold back at all. Because a lot of y'all out there have the same problems with your children, but you won't admit it. See, we want to find God after the crime has been committed. It's okay if you find him after the crime has been committed, but you should have found him before. It's too late for you to act like you're going to be the best parent in the world now that your child has murdered somebody. See, what you didn't want to do is you didn't want to start a war of words with me for one reason. I can go all day, every day. And I'm not going to stop until Queen Melanie gets the justice that she rightfully deserves. And honestly, the type of justice that I want, do your time in juvie and then certify them as an adult to go over to the prison system and finish the rest of their time. That's what I would expect. That when you term out a juvenile, that you go report to the state prison and finish doing your time. See, let me tell you something. Hard head make a soft ass. And that's the way it needs to be. It needs to be an example for every kid out there that think that you can murder anybody and think you're going to get away with it. Is there a better solution? Yeah, if we can reach them. But some of you parents don't want your you don't want your kids reached. You don't want your children reached. When they have an issue at school, you want to show up and beat the teachers and the principal. When there's an issue in the neighborhood and one of the neighbors tell them something, you want to cock your pistol and you want to talk crazy to the neighbors. See, you keep screaming it takes a village. But when the village steps up, you want to kill half the villagers. Come on, are we serious? You don't want no help for your kids. You don't want no help for your kids. Are these kids reachable? Yes, they are reachable. I've reached a bunch of them. I done reached a bunch of children. But at the end of the day, the law is the law. It was premeditated murder. That's exactly what it was. And now your child, as well as the rest, need to deal with it. There's no way in hell that you're going to walk away from this. You're raising money according to your GoFundMe to get your child home. So just fuck everything else. Just murder this kid. As long as my child get home, I don't give a damn. Ain't gonna work on my watch. If you don't want to be a parent and you allowing your children to go out there and do all this shit, then guess what? Let the law stand. Nobody deserves to have to bury their child behind no goddamn foolishness. And then they get on social media and they laugh about it. Throw the fucking book at them. Throw the book at them. Now, a lot of people will say, man, that Monroe, he run that company, he getting paid, he saying some tough stuff. I don't want a dollar. Ain't nothing I'm saying I got paid for. This is what I believe in. I believe in saving children, but I also believe in accountability. I believe in accountability. I believe that at the end of the day, you need to be held accountable for your actions. So if you're going to call on God, ma'am, your child is in violation of one of the 10 commandments. Thou shalt not kill. So I don't even think that God himself would be happy at this moment with the conduct of your child. I see my man Christopher Unity Bernard. I hope you've been feeling better, brother. I go through surgery Monday. Gonna connect with you. We gotta do some things. I got something popping in Lake Charles. On the day that I do it, I want you there because we gotta bring it to Lafayette. See, I'm in the business of helping kids. I'm in the business of helping kids, man. You feel what I'm saying? But I ain't in the business of supporting foolishness. I'm just letting you know. Hold on a second, y'all. That's on my page from the GoFundMe. Let me see if I can I don't think I can. Somebody put that GoFundMe back up for me. Put that up. Put that in the comments and then pin it to the comments. That way it stays there. If you can do that. Chris Bernard, good dude up in Lafayette, Louisiana. We like brothers. That's my big homie. Got mad love for him, his wife, the whole family, her mama with them good ass pork chops. Oh, I'm coming, baby. But we got some work to do in the streets. I'm in the business of helping kids, but I'm also in the business of teaching kids that there will be repercussions for your actions. There will be repercussions for your actions. Now, I'm gonna go back up in here and I'm gonna post this GoFundMe again now. Y'all hold on a second. Let me get to my phone and we're gonna do it like this here. We're gonna copy the link. We're going back in. We're going back in. There we go. And I'm finna put this on my page and I'm finna pin it. Hold on a second. Paste is there, and now I'm pinning it. I need you to donate something. If you're down with the 5-star general, then I need you to donate something to this family. If you follow me, make that happen, man. Make that happen. We got some work to do in Lafayette. We got some work to do in Lake Charles, Louisiana. These children can be reached. That video, Mashawn, is an hour long, but I tell you what I do. I play a couple of minutes of it, and let me go find it real quick. Y'all hold on a second. Let me see if I can get it. Let's go in here. Okay, let's search it. Y'all bear with me for a second. I'm almost there. Just letting it load up. Just letting it load up. Hold on. Oh, there we go. All right, I'm gonna put a few minutes of the video up. Hold on just a second. Let's share the screen. This shit turns my stomach, man. Let's share the audio. Let's go in here. Let's share the screen. Let's share the screen. And we're gonna put it all the way up. Okay. Let's go here. All right, here we go.
I'm gonna wait for a few more people, or some people, and then
let's get up in here a little bit.
Everybody that was involved, especially to the woman, whoever she is, and the little girl, whoever she was, my heart goes out to them.
I'm gonna make you say her name by the time this fucking trial is over.
Like it really does. And y'all, right now, the inside of my body is shattered, is trembling. So y'all just bear with me, because y'all know I don't do live like that. Y'all know.
You might be a good person, but you a piss poor parent.
I'm doing this live, and I'm smoking in her room. She wouldn't go for that at all. I'm doing this live not to defend what happened, because the whole world seen what happened. And by law, you know, I couldn't, even if I wanted to. But as a mother, I have the right to defend my child's character. Nobody can stop me from defending her as a human, as a person, as a woman.
You defending premeditated murder.
Y'all just bear with me, y'all. If y'all know me, know me, especially like friends and family from Ville Platte, even some of the people here in Lake Charles. If y'all know me, y'all know I'm not the type of parent that allows or that let my kids do whatever it is they want to do.
12 years old out at night by herself, huh?
Like we all know, we can raise our children to the best of our ability. You know, some of them part ways when we not looking, some of them don't. So if we want to talk about parenting, we're going to start there. Let's start with parenting.
Let's start with it. You garbage.
Because the reflection of my parenting was in the videos and the pictures that y'all seen, that the whole world seen. A characteristic of one of her character was in the videos that y'all seen and the pictures that y'all seen. The whole world seen.
She didn't stab her with her character. She stabbed her with a knife.
So before y'all start bashing and pointing the fingers, y'all need to put yourselves in the other parent's shoe.
Put yourself in their parents' shoe.
Beckett is not a troubled child. She never have been. I got 9 kids, 7 girls and 2 boys. And I don't know how my other children gonna feel about it, but Bethany is my best.
If that's your best, we fucked.
Bethany is considerate. She understands me. She'll listen. She's compassionate. She's smart. She's very respectable. There's nobody that can come back and tell me that she was disrespectful to them. No adult. Because that's not how I raised her. She's not raised like that. She's too scared of what's going to happen if that sort of things come back to me. She only worried about what I'm going to think and how I'm going to feel. That's why I didn't see her. So for those of y'all who was, trying to figure it out and this and that and the other, she was the 4th person. And I'm going to leave that part at that. Videos and pictures speak for themselves. If I don't stand up and defend my child character, nobody else will. All they want is for everybody to go to jail.
Yeah, go get that.
So yes, I am hurt. I'm broken. Bethany was a 12-year-old little girl in the wrong place at the wrong time. That's what it is. So don't talk about y'all stop trying to be, if y'all stop trying to be y'all children's friends. Bethany is almost the closest. She's the closest I have to a friend.
That's the fucking problem
in this world. I have family.
That's the fucking problem right there.
I taught them to defend themselves if need be. They wasn't taught to go out looking for trouble. Bring who in on camera? What y'all mean? How you do that? Bring them on camera. Y'all see me or y'all just hear me? Oh shit. The hell? Okay, y'all see me. Yeah. Like, cause I watch, I sat back when it all first happened. I read a lot of hurtful stuff that came, from people that I know that know I knew all my life. Like, But that goes to show you when things like that happen, who's really for you. You know, I can't speak on the other little girls like individually, because I mean I just can't. But I will defend my child's character. I raised my children, all of my children. And when my Aunt Julianne was living, she helped me raise them. They are very well raised. Even the situation with my son, he knew better. And none of my kids are disrespectful. Bethany is an honor roll student. And the way she left her room is how I'm going to leave it. This is another part of her character. After her homework was done. This is Bethany. So don't y'all ever in y'all life try to discredit me as a fucking parent, because most of you I know have kids that's dumped off at your mama's house. And I'm trying not to get on that level. I'm trying not to, because I can read it. I can read it like a book. What I need y'all to do is pray for me. Pray for my children, because the devil, I mean, sometimes if he can't get to you, he'll get to you through your children.
Pray for you.
And it's like he's coming for my children one by one. So I'm starting to think, if this had to happen with my kids, why did I have kids to begin with?
Exactly.
I'm starting to think that. I'm not starting to question that. Because I wouldn't wish this on my versus fucking enemy. She's 12. She don't know nothing about killing somebody. She don't know nothing about setting or killing up. She don't know nothing about that.
She know now.
In the wrong place at the wrong time. We all done ran to go and see a fight. You know, we all done did that. And most of you that was saying the things that y'all was saying must have forgot that y'all got kids. Or know someone that y'all attached to that have kids. Because God sits high and he looks low. I can understand if y'all don't like me for whatever the reason it may be. But, I mean, that's a child. That's my baby. If y'all was to see my child sitting there swinging her legs like a normal 12-year-old does, like, that broke me. Because still, yet and all, she don't even know what she's facing. The only thing she knows is that I didn't do it, Mama. I didn't do it. That's all she knows. So yes, you know, I need prayers.
It was premeditated murder. Premeditated murder. You have a history of raising murderers. And premeditated murder is what old 5-star gonna gun for. It ain't no walking out of this. It ain't no walking away from this thinking you can talk your way out of it. You are not the victim. And you know what? It's okay if she watched my show last night or mine for one reason. It definitely didn't register to her. But when it's all said and done, it's one thing I want you to do. And it's one thing you're going to do. You acting like you don't know Melanie's name? The same way I made that mayor in Lafayette, Louisiana bow down and put Trayford Pellerin's name in his mouth is the same way I'm going to make you bow down and put Melanie Lyons' name in yours. You will not have your child take the future of a family away and think that there won't be consequences for her actions. There will be consequences. We have parents on here who kids have actually made dumb decisions and mistakes, and they own up to it. You won't even own up to it. You've not even called a family to give your condolences. You think that this is a fucking game. You think that you're gonna walk away and your baby gonna be back in that room and it's gonna be all gravy. That ain't the way it's gonna go down. No. That ain't the way it's gonna go down. That ain't the way it's gonna happen. See, let me tell you what's gonna happen. You are in Calcasieu Parish, where they don't mind throwing a black person away. You're in Calcasieu Parish. What I need from you good people is go to the GoFundMe and I need y'all to donate whatever you can to the family so that Melanie can have the best homegoing service that anybody's ever had. Your child made a decision. Oh, Lord. And now because she made that decision, a grown-up decision, she's going to have to face grown-up consequences. Even though I get to say what I want to say on this program, some things I don't. I would ask her, how does it feel to have to bury your child? Well, you don't know that because you got all 9 of yours. Somebody from the family, put the GoFundMe link up again, please. It's pinned on the page, y'all. But somebody put it up again. But you nor your child is the victim. You're not the victim. I'm sorry. And because she's facing a murder case, her character is in question. But what you gonna do? Have a bunch of people write some fake letters like she was such a good child? Nah, let me tell you what. I think that they didn't mean to kill her, but they did. But this wasn't their first time jumping somebody. See, they did this before. It's just this time it went too far. They did this before. And you know they done did it before. So in less than 2 months, you've lost 2 children that are going to go to the prison system in less than 2 months, but you're a good parent. I feel sorry for the other 7. You ain't got to worry, Kiki Page. She going to get justice. Melanie Lyons is going to get justice. Ain't no question. I see Melanie's grandmother on here. Miss Alana Lyons Lamonia. We praying for the whole family, Miss Alana. But you know what's scary? Them other 7 kids might be lost to the system too, Ticker. Them other 7 kids, I feel sorry. I mean, somebody needs to come in and take them, raise them the right way. I'm being honest with you. Oh, shit. Oh, okay, Kiki. You ain't got to worry. She gonna get justice. She's gonna get justice. But what we gotta stop doing, you have to set the example for your children. I see one of my schoolmates, Natika Washington, on here. And if you knew her story, single mama, she lost one of her boys to the system. But she stayed prayerful. She stayed vigilant, kept God in her life. And now we get to look at Cody playing for Syracuse University. He almost in the pros, man. Don't tell me what God won't do. But you have to make that decision of doing things the right way. You have to accept the fact that you have broken down and you're not where you need to be as a parent. You have to understand that you are not a good parent. It's like being an alcoholic. In order for you to fix what's inside of you, you have to admit that you have a problem. And you don't want to admit that you have a problem. You want to say that I'm raising them to the best of my ability. That ain't good enough. It ain't good enough because you got a 52-year-old man that's dead, and now you got a 15-year-old girl that was killed on her birthday. It ain't good enough. When will it stop? When will this cycle stop? See, the white folk, some days when you're in them arguments about helping us, the first thing they say, well, y'all killing each other. We got to defend it the best we can. But the truth is we are killing each other. And we're killing each other at an alarming rate at very young ages. And for what? Because of some shit you saying on social media. For real? We killing the young brothers, killing the young brothers because they getting into it over a girl. Are you serious? You serious? You ready to throw your whole life away because of something somebody says on social media? For real? We don't know the story behind the absentee father, C. Nash Anderson. I could only fathom what that would be. Maybe he wasn't a provider. Maybe he was sorry. Maybe that's why he wasn't there. But maybe he wanted to be there and he got pushed out. Maybe he got pushed out. Maybe he got pushed out. We don't know. So I'm not looking for an excuse right now. I want you to understand what I'm saying. I'm looking for justice. I don't care about the absentee father right now. I don't care that the mother feels like she needs prayer. I'm looking for justice by any means necessary. Justice or else. Let me put your comment up. Just strange, both kids are like this. Maybe an undiagnosed mental issue. I think it's deeper than the mother. No excuses, this is real. When we gonna own up to the fact that we ain't raising our fucking kids the right way? That's a mental illness in itself. That's a fucking pandemic that black families are living with all across the country. When we gonna own up to the fact that we're not raising our children the right way, some of us? For every single woman that screams, my kids became victims of the system because the father was absent. There's a teacher who will tell you, I didn't have a father there. And look at my boy now. For everyone that'll say that the mother was absent, there's a Sebastian Bingley that'll show you a kid that's a business owner and the other one that's a school teacher. Stop with the bullshit. Some of us ain't raising these kids, man. The streets are raising these children. The respect that a child has for their parent, it transcends. It transcends. If you respected your parents, you would be in fear of doing anything that would bring shame upon your family. You are a representative of your family when you out there in them streets and in them schools acting a goddamn fool. You are a representative of your family. And when you see them acting a fool, the apple don't fall that far from the tree. They acting a damn fool because they was raised by a damn fool. We don't want to accept that. I don't need no goddamn diagnosis to know that they don't go to bed when you tell them to go to bed. I don't need no goddamn psychological evaluation to know you didn't put that belt on their ass when you needed to. All I got to do is watch how they look at you and how they treat you. And if they treat you like that, they think they can get out there in the school, in the world, and treat everybody like that. Stop with the faking, man. We got to stop thinking everything is a psychological problem. No. Everything is not a psychological problem. Just some of y'all are piss poor parents. Let me put it to you a different way, because I'm going to take you to the hood for a second. I got to take you to the hood for a second. Let's do it like this here. Ladies, don't get mad at me. Just because a man got a big dick don't mean he know how to fuck. And just because you have a child don't mean you know how to raise them. A lot of these kids is raising themselves from 5, 6 years old, man. A lot of these children are raising themselves from 5 and 6 years old, man. And then you want to throw them off into the world or let them venture off into the world, thinking that there's no consequences for their actions. It's consequences for all of our actions. It's consequences for all of our actions. Me being an education advocate, I will battle for children as long as they right. But if that child is wrong, I will not take that assignment. No, I will not do it. Kiki Page says, and I put a comment up, the community raises us all. The problem with the community, Kiki, is if they would let the community do their job like they did it with us when we were young, a lot of these kids would survive because everybody had carte blanche to deal with us. Everybody on every street, as long as they knew your mama, you was fair game. Every teacher, every coach had carte blanche to deal with us. But nowadays, you don't want nobody to tell your kids nothing. You know, as much as he in the news right now, one of my favorite rappers says something in a song, and it's one of the realest statements that I've ever heard. He said, if you're under 25, staying alive is hard work, man. Do you know how hard it is for you to go to work every day? You know what you go through on your job, man. Do you know how hard it is for these youngsters to stay alive under 25 years old? When you've been to as many funerals as I've been to, and it was one situation, it wasn't even a funeral. Do you know what it's like to see a 4-year-old kid that was shot by an AK-47 not be able to walk? Parents living in the roughest situations that you could imagine. And one year, me and a group of people got together for his name was Sir Romeo, just to make sure that that 4-year-old kid had a good Christmas after 30-something surgeries. And we hustled toys for that baby. Do you understand what it's like when somebody has to bury their child? That's not the agreement. They're supposed to bury us. We're not supposed to bury our kids. You can't tell a kid nothing nowadays because you parents got a problem with it. But then when they ass get locked up, here come the free little JoJo t-shirt. Man, fuck little JoJo. Take your ass to that penitentiary. And all we get out the deal, all MELANIE family get out the deal, is a fucking rest in peace t-shirt. That family did not make an agreement on this child's birthday for her not to come home. Your child made an agreement with 3 other kids. It was a laughing matter when they did it, but you ain't laughing now because them people gonna try to throw her ass away. You know, I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, and I'm a sinner in training. I mean, I ain't no big biblical cat. But, you know, I ain't dumb either. I know who the higher power is. And I'm going to tell you, some of you parents, God has put some of y'all in an irreprobated mind. Now, some people like, what is an irreprobated mind? If you're a true Christian, then you know. An irreprobated mind is when God himself don't want nothing to do with you. I think that's why we losing a lot of these kids, because some of these parents are in an irreprobated mind. Oh no, he can't be right. Well, wasn't Satan an angel? God got sick of him. Some of you parents don't understand the generational curse that is on your life. You go to the school clowning because your child is messed up. You don't care if they come home with a report card full of F's. You know why? Because you don't have a fucking diploma and you don't understand the value of one. That's why you don't respect the school system. I don't give a damn if your child go there and make F's all day long, but do it respectfully. But some of these kids are so disrespectful that you know people want to blame it on the kids. No, you blame it on the people that have control of the minds of these young babies. They're babies. They're not adults. I applaud my older sisters because some of y'all keeping y'all legs closed longer than these goddamn 12 and 13-year-old kids. Some of y'all keeping these kids is fucking at a young age too fast. Let me give it to you, homeboy. And when they start doing that, they start thinking they grown. Ain't no grown motherfucker gonna live in my house and don't pay no bills. You are allowing this to happen. And then, does it matter? Let me eat a piece of candy, man. Can we prepare our children? Can we prepare our boys for something other than the dope game? Can we prepare our girls for something other than a stripper pole? I knew the game was messed up when I saw a hiring fair in Atlanta for a strip club. Do you know what your child is going to go through when they walk through that door of that strip club? Terry Ford says, Stephen Ashley, I agree. They deserve punishment, but they ready to treat these kids worse than adults. At least adults get a bunch of chances to be rehabilitated. They ready to send these kids to death row. Terry, let me ask you a question. You got a problem with them going to death row? Do you have a problem with the fact they gave Melanie a death sentence? In your Bible, it says an eye for an eye. See, we don't want to live by the Bible at certain times. We don't want to live by God's words at certain times. We don't want to do that. See, because God's words become too harsh. God's words become too harsh. They should not get a death sentence. But they gave Melanie a death sentence. Died on a floor, a cold floor in a Walmart. But they don't deserve the same thing. I don't know if they deserve a death sentence. That's not my focus. But I know Melanie deserves justice. And however that may come, that is the day that that family can breathe a sigh of relief. I'm trying to read some of y'all comments, so bear with me. Here's my question. What, and those that believe that they should be rehabilitated, the penitentiary does not rehabilitate you. Let's get that straight. Ain't shit going on in there that got nothing to do with rehabilitation. It's nothing that's going on in there that has anything to do with rehabilitation. So here's my question to anybody out there that has sympathy for the aggressor. If that was your child on that Walmart floor, what kind of justice would you want? If your child was laying on that Walmart floor, bleeding to death, what kind of justice would you want? Not that your child did it, but if that was your child that was dead, what kind of justice would you want? You know why some of y'all ain't gonna answer that question? Because you want the same justice that Melanie's family want. It's the same justice that you would want. That's all we want. I'm waiting. Cat got your motherfucking tongue right now. Cat got your tongue? What's wrong? See, the shit get real when you get put in them situations. The system is set up to fail us. The judicial system, and I major in criminal justice at the moment, so I'm studying a lot of stuff. The judicial system was not designed for us. It was designed to destroy us. So even if you get a life sentence somewhere in some of these states is only 40 years. If you can survive them 40 years, they'll let you up out of them. If we say a life sentence, I'm cool with that. As long as it's natural life. You took somebody's life. And those that don't seem to have a problem with it, that's the reason the shit is out of control now. The judicial system was set up like that. They let them fuck around in juvenile, keep letting them go home, letting them go home, letting them go home, letting them go home. And the reason they let them go home because they know eventually they're gonna do some shit where they're gonna get stuck. Well, Kimberly Dawn Spivey says modern day slavery. Well, I would tell anybody if you don't want to deal with modern day slavery, don't put yourself in a position where you have to. Now, there's a lot of people that's locked up in jail that should not be there on bullshit charges, man. But I also know there are a lot of people that are free that should be locked up for the rest of their goddamn life with some of the shit that they done did and they done got away with. But ain't nobody getting away with this. You know, the thing that bugs me the most is you kill this child on her birthday. You kill that child on her birthday. So, ma'am, if you watch the videos, I'm by myself tonight. I'm Gary Monroe. I've raised a bunch of children. I wasn't perfect when I was doing it, but I was fair and I was firm. But I also taught my kids that if you do something, if you take somebody's life, they're going to take yours. Whether that means they kill you or they lock you in a cell for the rest of their life. See, because kids don't realize when they go to jail, they take everybody with them. Them motherfucking phone calls ain't cheap. Every month you got to send them money for commissary. You know what I tell these youngsters? If you go to jail, man, get your hustle. Your mama shouldn't have to be paying rent at home while you locked up and still trying to fund you while you in there because you done did something stupid. No, ride the train home, boy. Ride that train. These babies ain't built for that jailhouse, man. See, when they go down to the city jail in Lake Charles, that's a game for them. When they go to juvenile, that's a game for them. But when you report to that prison yard, that shit get real, real fast. I need y'all to go to the GoFundMe. I need y'all to support this family so that Melanie can have a beautiful funeral. Miss Alana, well, y'all see what Grandma want. Y'all see that? Alana Lyons Lamonia. She wants an eye for an eye. Can't be mad at her. See, Melanie wasn't the problem kid. Melanie used to like to chase billy goats. She a country girl. Ride four-wheelers. But on that particular day, she had to defend herself. I will be at the funeral. I have surgery Monday. I don't know how long I got to stay in the hospital, but I should be out in time and I will be there. Please help this family. Please help this family. And I'm going to pray for the other 7 kids of that lady. I'm going to pray for them. because the structure and the guidance that they're getting right now is not enough for them to be able to survive. My condolences to Melanie's family, but I can guarantee you one thing. We're going to get justice if we don't get nothing else. I can promise you that. But I can guarantee you one thing. We're going to get justice if we don't get nothing else. That's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be. Nothing else. Justice or else. That's all it boils down to. And so that y'all will know, because I don't spiritual gangbang. Justice or else. It ain't what the Bible teaches me. It's what the minister and the Quran teaches me. Say another spirited discussion by one of the best in the business. It's the War Zone, a special edition. I am the 5-star general, and I'll see y'all in Lake Charles, Louisiana next week. Both the doors of the church house up when I come in, because I'm going to give it to you real. And you ain't lying, Shalonda Stevens. 5 stars coming, and justice is coming with it. I'll holler at y'all Monday, man.